Come take a look at a little known hike called the Piggy Plus in the Peter Lougheed Provincial Park. As you can see, we chose to bike in, and that allowed us to get about 3 kilometers before we hit the unmarked trail off of Burstall Pass up to Piggy Plus. And I'm not gonna lie, this felt like a hidden valley that nobody had been up before. It was a marked trail, but there was nobody else with us that day. And this, if we were there about a week earlier, would have been an amazing large valley. Most of the needles had kind of fallen at this point, but the views that we had back down towards the Burstall Pass trail were unreal.
So we're walking up here, you guys. We're going up, but look at this view behind. I mean, come on. Unreal. What a hike. Unreal. Let's go.
While this wasn't quite the summit, this was our favorite spot. We have a glacier. I believe that might be Prairie Lookout. And then that mountain here coming in the forefront is Mount Murray.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Donny.
How are you, bud? Is that your namesake mountain over there?
Enjoying the view. Taking a look at Mount Murray.
That's unreal. For perspective, you guys, look where he's sitting on. We just might never come home. I mean, it is so gorgeous up here. And look at the view behind us. Woo! We're leaving this gorgeous spot. And we're gonna try to climb straight up that crux. It is pretty much straight up. Well, we're almost at the top. We went through something pretty damn hard. We're gonna take our time to get down. We are at a spot where I don't know how many humans have been up here. Probably less than 100 ever. But yeah, we're gonna take our time and we're gonna get back down.
And this is one of the ascendable mountains, but that one there looks like a better one. Better views. There we go, we're trying to head down that.
It's pretty much what, a 89% grade?
Yeah, something like that. We'll get there eventually, slow and steady.
Whew. Let's go.
Yeah, that's where we came from. And that's where we're trying to go to. Like I brought.
Okay, we just came down that, and that you can't tell that was probably the hardest thing we ever did. And we had to slide down on our keysters. And we're happy about that. That's what we take away on this. We're okay. Whew. I'm calling this a summit beer. We went up to the almost top of Piggy Plus. Sketchiest, hardest thing ever done. This summit beer, Wild Rose IPA Industrial Park Ale, is going to taste so effing good. Let's go. Let's go.
I said it a few times in this video, but as much as we had that one scary, sketchy part that I would not repeat, this was one of my favorite hikes. Hike recap coming up. All right, as promised, here are the hiking details. This hike is located in the Peter Lougheed Provincial Park off the Burstall Pass Trail. To access, you can go either off the highway behind Canmore, or you can go down Highway 40 off of the Trans-Canada Highway. For us, this was a 17-kilometer round-trip hike. We did a bit of side exploring, looking for a few things, so probably take off 1.5 kilometers or 2, but so about a 15-kilometer round-trip hike if you're just doing the hiking piece of it. We chose to bike the first portion and then biking back out. And in order to find the trailhead, it was about 3.2 kilometers up the Burstall Pass Trail. A little side trail on the left-hand side, unmarked. And at that point, we stashed and left the bikes and headed up into the valley. Total time was about 3 hours and 40 minutes of moving time. We were probably out in the elements for about 6 hours. It was a beautiful fall day, just about 3 or 4 days, maybe past peak larch time, as a lot of those larches had lost a lot of their needles. But I would definitely look at doing this hike again during larch season and just leave a little bit earlier, because that valley that we hiked up that you saw would have been absolutely incredible. As far as elevation gain, it was 760 meters of elevation. If I'm giving this a rating on a easy to hard hike, I'm going to do that in 2 parts. So I would think it's a medium to hard hike to get up to the awesome vantage point that we had looking over both sides of the valleys. One side the Burstall Pass side and the other side towards Mount Murray and Prairie Lookout. So taking away the push to the summit, I would again give this a medium to hard rating. Guidebooks had mentioned that the scramble section from where we had the amazing vantage point up to the summit was a 2 or 3, similar to Yamnuska. For those that have done that, I would have given this a much higher rating as I've done Yamnuska, and did not find that chain section that sketchy at all. Now some do, of course, and turn back at that point. But it was a much harder rating, and somebody without ropes and enough climbing experience, I wouldn't recommend that to anybody. So with all that being said, taking out the push to the cruxes, I'm not going to rate that. The do it again rating for me on this one was a 9.5 out of 10. Can't wait to try it again in larch season. Alrighty guys, that's my recap of Piggy Plus. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be posting all of my hikes upcoming, all of my challenges, all of my running things, all of my adventures, solo trips. And with that being said, I'm going to go back into the archives and post all of my favorite ones to date so you guys can journey alongside me. Cheers.